Hi, I'm Chris Bradford, Private Realtor. I just barely escaped Chizzy and his goon, and now the fuzz were after me. Taking a fall for Crazy Eddie's death wasn't something I planned on doing anytime soon. To keep from ending up in the clinker, I had to find Eddie's murderer, and I had a feeling that if I found who was behind this Joe Schmo realty, I'd have my man. Luckily, a tip came from someone I least expected. Hello?
Mr. Bradford, I have some information for you that you might find useful.
Dicuzin?
Yes, Private Realtor, I thought you should know something about this Joe Schmo realty.
What is a dicuzin? And make it quick. The sound of your voice makes me queasy.
You see, whoever set up this Joe Schmo realty group established it under a managing broker by the name of Rico Nunn.
Rico Nunn? Never heard of him.
Neither have we at the association, Mr. Bradford. Oh, and by the way, the cops are heading over to your office as we speak. I had to scram, and fast. With the fuzz on my tail and this case to solve, I was busier than a one-legged man in a butt-kicking contest. First up was tracking down this lead, Rico Nunn. Why that name sounds so familiar? This is the last place I should be, and the first place the coppers in the NAR would be looking for me, which is what I was counting on. But I figured I could beat him to the punch by showing up early. Looked like Joe Schmo Realty was already here. I just hoped there weren't any buyers inside to interrupt our little discussion. Why am I not surprised?
Private Realtor.
Fancy seeing you here.
A friend told me about this place. Thought I might like it. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
Well, I think it's too expensive. I'm just gonna take a look around and, there's no use waiting around on little old me. I'll see you later.
I think I'll stick around. I was wanting to talk to the listing agent. Say, have you met Joe Schmo yet?
No, can't says I have.
Funny. What about this Rico Nunn?
Rico? Why are you asking all these funny questions, Private Realtor?
Just curious is all. You know what I'm also curious about? Word games. I never got into them much at all, but my pops was big on them. He'd spend hours poring over the Sunday paper, trying to figure out all kinds of puzzles.
Why are you telling me this, Private Realtor?
I just thought you could help me out is all. You know what happens when you take someone's name and jumble the letters all around? Get funny words. Take this Rico Nunn, for instance. You know what happens when I move these around?
Well, isn't that something?
Yeah, something all right. Tell me, why'd you do it?
Do what, Private Realtor? I don't know what you're talking about.
Pretty smart on your part, I'll give you that. Setting some old chump like me on a hunt for an impossible house, and all you had to do was follow me until I led you to the golden goose, the holy grail, the unicorn. And all the while there you waited, with your real estate license in hand, under the guise of Joe Schmo Realty, waiting to list it before I had a chance. But you never figured on me getting there so quick, did you? Thought you'd have a crack at it before I got under contract. But then you saw your moment slipping away when Eddie headed off to get his pants on. You knew that was the moment you were going to lose out on a listing, and you had to do something about it.
Well, aren't you the cat's pajamas, Mr. Bradford? Too bad you can't prove any of it. But you want to hear me say it, don't you? Well, fine. I am Joe Schmo Realty, and I killed Eddie. Listings are hard to come by, but a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. But the question is, what are you gonna do about it? You can't prove anything, especially from behind bars.
This old dog still got some tricks up his sleeve. You hear that, boys?
Yes, we heard everything, Mr. Bradford.
Come with us, Miss whatever your name is. The board has a few questions for you.
I had a better idea. I ain't going to the board. Not for you. Not for nobody.
Listen, it's not worth it.
Step back. I'm warning you.
Oh, Dycusen. You shouldn't have. Why'd you do it?
I never told you before, but I am your...
Don't move.
You should learn to count. Take her away, boys.
I had you all wrong, Mr. Bradford.
You're not so bad yourself, Chizzy.
C'est la vie, Mr. Bradford.
The real estate game does funny things to people. Could have happened to anyone, I guess. Too bad for Eddie and Dycusen. Wonder what he was gonna say. Oh well, no sense dwelling on the past. They say time waits for no man, so it sure wasn't gonna wait on me. Time to get back to work. Hopefully the next deal will be a little easier.